All right, everybody, here we go. This is the project, right? So 3 days ago, this was dry. All of this was dry. So this particular pond, that's about 4 foot deep here. And once it's all the way full, I imagine 5 foot deep. But this bridge that I put over it is a davinci bridge, and it's designed to imitate my roof when I build my roof. So it's an analog. So the goal here is to get all of the posts straight and to pour concrete in the bottom so it stays straight. Now here at 1,000-Year Homes, I'm trying to build things that'll last 1,000 years. A bridge over water, I don't think will last 1,000 years, but I think I can get between 7 and 15 years out of it before those timbers rot. And then if somebody comes in and puts in cast iron or something, replaces them with cast iron, probably get 100 or 200 years out of that. So there's a lot of design work here. So these are all roughed in and they're reasonably straight. That one's straight up and down, but this has a lean. So, I'm going to have to make everything straight. So what I'll be doing today is making everything straight, ratcheting in all of the handrails on it so that I can pour concrete over the top of this and make this bridge a concrete bridge. When it's a concrete bridge, I'm going to know that even when the davinci, the cedar post rot out, that'll still be, it'll still be a nice little bridge for somebody, and they can go in and patch it themselves and just do all that work. So my goal today is to get my cement mixer around and then get it where I can pour on these posts and get the posts straight and square and true, all of them, so the whole thing straight and true. That way I can keep moving forward. So even though this is filled up with water, I can still pour concrete underwater. I just have to add a little bit of silicone treatment to it so it'll cure. So I think that I can mud up to there, right? Just do the same thing, make the cliff wall. Mud up to there, put the capstone on it, just get this all around. I've got waiters coming for me to do the bridge, and I'll do that work. But today is to assemble the cement mixer and get the posts straight and true and squared up, and pour concrete in each spot so it'll stay. Those are suspended. The middle ones are just suspended. See, you can just see they're suspended in space. But I want to make all that straight and true and ready to go. Because when my waiters come in, I'll put mortar my cliffs in, get this all around where it'll be a fully functional bridge, and then pour the side beams for this for the bridge, so that'll be cement on the side beams. The center part of it will be the what you're looking at there, the lava stones, as well as I'm going to use styrofoam concrete, just regular styrofoam concrete for weight reduction down the middle. I want to see how long that wears when I put that all in. So anyway, that's the project. 3 days ago, this was a dry hole, and now it's all filled up. You can see the stick in the mud right there. That's, how far it's dropped in 3 days. Not very far, inch or two. But as that goes down, I'll mud it. And I could pour concrete underwater. So this side's done. That side, it rained on me before. I am grateful for the water. I'm not complaining. Furthermore, I love this design. So I think that this is stunning. And it'll be so cute once I get this little bridge all set and established. And, like I said, it'll be concrete arched right there. Just real pleased. This is called a Vinci Bridge or an Archimedes Bridge. It's a gravity held together bridge built in place based on the timbers leaning on themselves. So, and then you can see the post in the middle is just suspended in space. So I'm super pleased. But let me get these things straight and concrete poured on them today. It rained, right? Which got in the way of my build project. You'll see that it flooded my buttresses and they're all flooded up. So the bridge abutments I wanted to make in the cliffs, I got one halfway sort of kind of done, and the other one's still earth bag. But I'm not slowed down in the least. So in the meanwhile, what I did was I got myself a cement mixer for Christmas so that I can continue working on this. It was too much hard work. I got plenty of water, so no excuse. This thing's rather delightful. Let's take a little look at it here. Some looks at it. It's still got about, half again as much water to put in. So the bridge, it's a Da Vinci style bridge. Very, very tranquil. So I'm enjoying it. So today's project will be to make all of those level. Square, level, plumb. Square, level, plumb. Now the tops aren't cut off yet, but you can see that once it's square, level, and plumb, that I'll be able to work on pouring the concrete over the top of the coyote fence. Every one of the posts will have a 6x6 cap. That's a nice little cap, isn't it? Nice little cap put on. Those will all be in place. The bridge abutment, I'm going to finish this side, get the stonework in, fill it with concrete, and then there'll be stepping stones up to the house. So without further ado, let's go ahead and ratchet this all together, put it all together in the setting sun, and start getting it level and square. All right, well, it's not turning out too bad, so I need to do two things. I need to get my fork truck, come in on this end, and pick it up about an inch. I've got the whole bridge is settled into the mud on this side about an inch. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm just going to loosen some dirt and drop it down so that the whole thing will shift that way. It'll be straight up and down. And then the middle section I almost have straight, but I need to get a drill and unloosen a couple of screws that I just toe-nailed in and raise that end up and shift the middle rail over even a little more. Then it'll be completely straight. So let me go ahead and see if I can get that done in the twilight. We'll find out together. Well, hey everybody, it's the next day, and it's early morning, so let me go ahead and keep working on this. So I'm working on getting these level and poured in the ground where they'll stay straight, as well as last as long as possible. So last night I picked up the end there, I propped it up. So I'm going to pour just along the post. That's all I'm going to do, post to the cliff and put a little anchor there. I'll let that set up. This is all square, a square 20 minutes ago. So, and I'll mark it as I go in, and this side's square. These sides are almost square, but let me get one posted first. It is a high wind kind of a day, so I'll apologize for the audio. When that happens, I usually end up doing something like stop motion and with music or something, and then I narrate. We'll find out. All right, let's get everything loaded up. For those of you who are just stopping by at your first time, I build things that are going to last 1,000 years. So the purpose of building that bridge is to make an analog of what my roof material will be. So the bridge is representing a roof, and that's why I'm spending as much time on it. In addition, making it look like a faux cliff and all that was training for earth bag versus hyper adobe, stuccoing. I've got a lot of skills, many years of construction work, but that's not my bailiwick. I'm definitely a do-it-yourselfer, solo builder. So I need to train myself. I don't just magically know how to do stucco or magically know how to do hyper adobe. So that's what's going on here. Let me load up, I don't know, 6, 7 cement bags look like enough to me. Maybe more. I'll just load up 10. Then I don't have to mess with it. be honest, I don't know how much a tailgate holds. So, you layer them out back there first. 10 of these would be 600 pounds. That might be a bit much on a tailgate. Oh, I got some 80 pounders in here too. Well. They're level. Well, they were. Yeah. Within a half a bubble, you know. I'm gonna keep working on it. They're not bad. Yeah, all right. So my goal is to let all of that rest for a little bit and cure. I'm gonna move my tractor and mud and everything to that side over there. Well, maybe I'll mix up some more mud and do that top cap. Just do the top cap all the way around since I'm here. Yeah, I'll do that. See the cliff face that I'm building? I'll just pour in there and get that done. That will give this whole thing a real strong vibe. So these, once these are straight and good and plumb, then I can straighten those, and then I can put the forms in the Vinci Bridge, which will be an arch, and then I'll pour an arch in there. So to lighten it, the middle part will be styrofoam concrete, which should help quite a bit with the weight. So we'll find out. Let's take a look at it from the side, see what we see. Let's see here. This little Ryobi did a good job. Super pleased with it. I'm going to move it around to the other side, but let me, I decided to pour the back here underneath. You can see right there. I'm just going to pour that. Well, you know, once I cut the tops off and level it, that'll be pretty good. And then Then as you go this way, you can see a little pronounced lean, but I'm not going to be able to fix those until I get one end firm. I guess I could pound stakes and, you know, do it formally, but yeah, I'm running this pretty creatively more than formally. So, but I'm liking it. So that ought to be nice. Eventually, I think I'll paint the post. We'll find out.